Hey guys, it's Lucid. Welcome back. Turn 10. And I've got a bunch of battles to show you. So, we are playing in Nottheim. The winter is coming. God, I tell you, I just love the theme of this nation. I mean, honestly, these guys look kind of like little White Walkers or like little elite undead. I mean, they're not undead, but I don't know. They kind of look like... I guess the White Walkers may not be undead. You got these big lumbering giants coming in. I mean, tell me this does not look like a giant from Game of Thrones. The snow coming down. God, and these guys are so killy with their ice glaives, especially once they get an experience star. Yeah, 13 damage, holy shit. And I think when they get a few, they get... We'll have to look. I forget what the experience stars are. I think they get strength at some point, too. Which strength on two-handed weapons is good. And having these two-handed weapons combined with undead is just so much better than going for like a shield variety. I mean, maybe not against like crossbows, but... It's like the whole point is not to tank when you have all these undead. The whole point is to kill things before they kill your undead chaff. And the undead chaff give them other targets, so they're not really killing you very fast. Just the whole fight doesn't last very long. It's especially important when, like, there are priests banishing you. The fuck? Okay. Here we go. So both these are super clean. 3 for the first one, lost none for the second. Another unrest event. Guys, there's some crazy shit going on. Look at this. 25 unrest, 27, 27, 36, 10. Like, what the fuck is going on? Got brigands have taken up residence. Where's our other one that said unrest? Here we've got an ill omen. Here, we've got children are disappearing in the night. In our capital, we've got children are disappearing in the night. Like, half of my provinces have 25 unrest. That's like not having scales. I went luck 3 for God's sakes. What the fuck is going on? This is ridiculous. Every turn I get a bad event. No, I did get a gold event. I can't remember if that's coming up or in the past, because, I mean, obviously for me it's in the past, I just can't remember on what turn it was on. Okay, so, a few things. We've got some money, so we have to figure out what we're going to do with the money. I think what we're going to do... Oh god, I can't remember where I did it. We're building a fort somewhere. Where am I building a fort? I don't think it was here. Where the hell did I start building a fort? Basically, we're going to get soulless everywhere. Soulless here. You guys, we're gonna get soulless. We could attack, but we're gonna wait. I wanna get... Oh wait, no. You guys are gonna attack. You guys are gonna go here. There's no more soulless here. Maybe I build a fort here. This would be what makes the most sense, I think. I know I build a fort somewhere. Maybe I don't build a fort. Because I actually need to build a lab. I don't think we build a fort. I think I build a lab, and then I think to get rid of a lot of this unrest, I go and tick up the, something like this. I'm not sure if that's it, but I do something like this. We're recruiting. I think next turn, not this turn, yeah, I think next turn I switch recruitment. Here, we've got a bunch of dudes, so we're gonna march these guys up here. We've got one guy here, we're gonna go ahead and get soulless. We've only got 1 turn of soulless production here. I think we shuffle these guys forward. Like so. And I think I get another scout here. Something like this. And then here, I think I actually set everybody to researching for this turn, maybe? If not, I'll do it next turn. I want to get, and I changed my research priority, I really want to get Construction 4. I want to get the Amulets of Dead. And this will also give me what I need to do Thaumaturgy. I mean, to get Scrotty up and running. But really, Scrotty aren't going to be online until I also get some alteration. So I don't know, I have a ton of research objectives. I need to get a lot of forts. I think I'm really gonna... I was thinking about maybe rushing somebody. And the thing is, like, right now, I'd be really strong, because I'm sure I have probably, like, double everybody else in terms of army. Just because I've been reanimating as I expand. And, like, Soulless reanimation for Niflheim is so freaking good. Like, the amount of HP and just damage you get from one Thaumaturg spending one turn doing Soulless when you have corpses is just ridiculous. But, as they get banishment spam and stuff like that, it's not going to be so good. So, I'm going to go through a phase where, like, I'm really strong at the very beginning, and be a little weak in the early mid-game, and then I'm going to be really strong in the mid and late game. So, I'm probably going to get attacked in the summer of year 1 by this guy. Maybe by both of them. So we'll have to see. God, I wish... I'm actually going to fix this. I've got some pixel noise here. This will be improved by next episode. It's kind of annoying me. I'm not very good with pixel art always. Yeah. Actually, no, I'm better now than I was when I made it. Because I've gone and made a bunch of flags for other people. It's kind of pissing me off. Okay, but I think that's basically it. Let's go to the next turn. Turn 10. Let's go to turn 11. Now, turn 12 is my current turn. We have more battles. Maybe I attacked more than... Oh, we're pinging the throne. I forgot I did that. So this is the throne on the left side of my empire. And we've got this guy who has death gems. So he's going to actually make a lot of skeletons. This guy's like... Think of this guy as like... 50 skeletons. Well, maybe not that many. Like 40 or 50 skeletons. It's going to be a lot. Because he's going to do death 3 castings a few times. It's not going to take much fatigue. And he's going to do death 2 castings after that. And he has a bow of Beowulf, which is kind of annoying. The indies are just shitty. Fortunately, I don't see any priests or anything. This guy's got an Infamiliar. This is the scary guy. So he's got Fire 4. Let's see what he cast turn 1. Okay, he's doing something retarded like Body Ethereal. Anyway. Worst case would be that he does Phoenix Power and then spams out Fire Elementals. The AI will sometimes do things like Flaming Arrows, so there's a chance he'll do that, which would be great, because that would cost a ton of fatigue. If he doesn't do Phoenix Power, that would also be great, because he'll get more fatigued out or use gems more quickly. But this is the main scary thing about this, and this is very scary. Like, 4 or 5 Fire Elementals could just murder an incredible amount of stuff. So that's a big concern. Everything else here is not that bad. This guy could make a couple Ice Elementals, which is probably what he'll do with these, and then he'll probably cast Tortoise Skeletons a couple times. So he's kind of scary, but not the same level as the Fire Elementals. But if they both make them, then we're kind of in some shit. This guy, not scary. He can do like a few lesser Fire Elementals, maybe 2. And that's it. So, this is not to be trifled with. This is not something you would take like an expansion party into. This is something we need like a very committed army to take. Was it the last one? No, that was the first one. Okay, here's the next one. So we're running into Horse Tribe. Now, because it's cold 3, I'm okay having these guys at the very front, because they've got 24 protection with this ice protection. Now, the thing is, if I get attacked in the summer, and I actually kind of need to test this, I'll be at least, like, worst case for me is summer, I'm cold 1. So I'm not going to be like, these guys aren't going to be like melting. They're just not going to be quite as good. And that's only 1 month out of the year. I can just like not fight on that month. Every other month it's just going to be cold 2. I think I've lost some of them, because unfortunately when you run up to these guys, they still hit you with their lance as if they were charging across the battlefield. But there we go, we broke them. But I think we took a loss. Oh no, we didn't lose any ice guards, so we got lucky. And then the next battle, but Horse Tribe, I was a little intimidated about them. We had a few big Horse Tribe around my cap, and I was kind of being scared. Okay, and we chopped them up. Fortunately, no priests here, so we're gonna have very minimal casualties, maybe like 4 or 5. Yeah. And then we have an event. We finally got a good event. We got some fire gems, which is nice, and some air gems. This is air gems we're going to turn into quills, so this will probably help me get like 2 quills, which will be nice. And then we finished a palisade here. So here we're going to go ahead and start making a warrior smith. I thought about doing something else. I just need stuff quickly at the beginning. And then we're going to start cranking these guys. We have a ton of resources here. Just look at all these resources. 144. So we're going to make a shit ton of these guys. It's a very good fort. It's a large mountain, or highland province. And then we've got most of our borders kind of secured already. Where did I don't think I did build a fort, did I? Yeah, I didn't start another construction, but we did move up here. Okay. That was kind of what I thought. This turn, we do start a fort construction. Oh my god, I cannot remember what I did. I need to figure out some way how to back up my 2H files, which are my, like, completed turns. I'm actually going to ask the clockwork guy if he can add that. Okay, so anyway, what are we gonna do? Let's see. We're gonna go this way. So we see Satis. Now, normally you see the Satis sign, you're like, oh, that's not that scary. This is middle-aged Satis. And I think this is probably, at least in my... Let's look at the nation. So first of all, he's gonna get like a bonus 7. Let's say he has Dominion 6 or 7. Let's say he has 7. He's gonna get bonus 7% income, which is huge. That's like 2 free scales that nobody else can get. Like, they're proprietary to you. And then if anybody attacks him, we get disease going in his income, in his Dominion. So that's the first crazy part. And then he's got... Let's look at all the things. First of all, he's got boars coming online later. He's got these Anakites, which are not the Berserk ones, so they have better protection, but you can rout them, which is not terribly hard to do. He's got Knights of the Chalice, so he has just like a Hellbless, so he can get, this is the, in my opinion, probably one of the best Recruit Anywhere Sacreds. And then this is one of the best Cap-only Sacreds. Then he gets Free Spawn Sacreds from Boar of Carnutes, which is what he got as a national spell. He's got Oni Shugo Thugs. He's got Hanya, which aren't that good. Prince Consorts, these guys are pretty good. They can do Storm and basically all the big air magic. They can Cloud Trapeze too, and they're passable Thug chassis, but, you know, overpriced for probably what you're gonna get. But the air ones can Thug. I mean, the earth ones can Thug. But this would be like a Cloud Trapezing Thug. Hanya's just for very good fire death access, and actually pretty reasonably priced. Considering, like, 250 for a Death 3 is good. And then the fact that they're a good chassis on top of that with high MR. They're demons, which, you know, is good and bad. But, and they have heat, so if you have to be careful about where you place them or you can fatigue people out. But then, yeah, they can do all the big fire death stuff, and you got the fire death cross path. They got the Ayats, so they're gonna have a good blood economy, which is also kind of nuts. And then they've got the Abba, which, yeah, he's pretty good. He can heal all the people who are, was it the Abba? Okay, yeah. He can heal anybody who gets diseased, because he's also got the Master Smith, which is the best forger in the game. So I think he is pretty much the best nation, especially, maybe not in the very early game, as he might struggle to get, because these guys take a shit ton of resources. Probably better to expand with these guys, honestly, until you get your cap circle cleared. But he's going to be terrifying in the early mid-game. Like, one Doom stack of Sacreds, oh my god. So he's probably going to get Blood Bond. I think there's, like, no world in which he doesn't get Blood Bond. But, like... Let's look at it again. But, like... Blood Bond Bark Skin... That's probably what I mean, Blood Bond Bark Skin with, like, a little fire resistance would just be so good. And then if you're going like full meme bless, throw on some. You don't really need the damage. Maybe like throw on larger. Get these guys up to a full-fledged size 6. And make these guys have more HP, hit harder, make your boars trample more. Is that possible? Blood Bond. Bark Skin size larger. No, you can't do Bark Skin and larger, really. I'm not sure. There's a lot of things you could do. But, I mean, you could ditch Bark Skin, too. Maybe, like, Blood Bond, larger. And then... I don't know. Not sure. Anyway, he's really scary, but he's not very big. This is his capital. And he's here, and he doesn't have... 2 provinces, like this is late. This is late winter. Like he should be done. There's 2 provinces he does not have within 2 of his capital. So if we look at it, or 3, like this, this, and this. And this is just on my side, and this. All of these are within 2 of his capital. Let's go in 2 of my capital. Here, I would have had this, but he took it. I would have had this, but he took it. This one I haven't taken, so that's 1. Would have had this, but he took it all these were taken very early. This is 3, so then I have this. This is gonna be mine, I know it's secured. This is gonna be mine. So I don't know, maybe it's not that bad, but like I know I'm gonna get these, because I know where, like this player's cap is way over here, so there's no way he's gonna beat me to these. And I've talked with Yomi Nam, and this, actually I talk with him next turn, but basically I tell him I'm gonna give him this. Which I kind of would like it, but I'm kind of close to him over here, and I kind of want to have peace with him. I think. Anyway. So yeah, let's go through what we're going to do for the rest of the turn, though. Got this being put up. I've got a temple here, so we actually switch this to making thaumaturgs. This guy's going to site search. I know we start building a fort somewhere. We definitely do that this turn. I think we do it here. And I think... No, actually what I do is I build one of these guys here. And then I think I just do PD for the rest of my stuff. Here, we're going to take everybody... Put them here, like so, and we're going to have this guy run over here. I'm sorry, run up here. We're going to have this guy make Solus here. Here we've basically got them all. I thought I attacked here, but maybe I don't. Where would I build a fort? I'm not really sure. We'll go ahead and go to my current turn. You've kind of seen what happens, and I'm failing to remember. I really need to ask to see if I can get this feature added. Okay, so let's go to my current turn. Okay, we've got 3 people left to submit. This, it's actually really funny. I think I mentioned this in the previous episode, but we've got Game A and Game B. By the way, I love Nazmor's flag. It's so funny. But, yeah, so this game has been speeding through. Game A, which is the game General Confusion's in, we're already at year 1, like we started at the same time. And that we like started, like the games were fully recruited, all we had to do was the draft, and then submit pretenders and stuff. They have still not started the game yet. Like, they have not done turn 1. As this turn has come out, like turn 12, they just finally got their last pretender submitted. But then on the very first turn, somebody asked for like a 24-hour extension. So, we'll have finished turn 12 before they finish turn 1. I think. So here we go. Okay, we searched for magic sites, didn't find anything. The dormant pretender gods are awakening. And then 3 of our crippled units have died. And we have a bunch of battles. So let's see. This is the first one. And again, we've got our ice guard up at the front, because whenever we're fighting in cold, I want them to take the brunt of the impact. Like, my skeletons don't even heal, so... Holy shit, he hit for 42. Fucking truck. Okay, now this is heavy cav. So what we did, let me show you real quick. So this was heavy cav and then light cavalry. So they've got short bows. They're not a big deal. These guys are kind of a deal, and I thought there would be more of them than there are. So I put these guys up here, which were just wounded, long dead. Basically as lance catchers. And I position them a little farther forward this time so that they make contact about the same time as these guys do, but we'll see if that actually works. It's okay. These guys can handle 2. And unfortunately they have a priest here, so... we need to kill everybody very quickly here. Yeah, they just die so fast. I'm really liking these Ice Guard, man. I want to go back and see something real quick, too. We're going to go back in time a little bit. Was this one? No. Here's the final one. Okay, we did attack here, which means I must not have built. I have no idea what I did. Okay. And again, they have... this guy was a priest, so he was spamming out banishment. Fucker. So here we probably lost like 8 or something. Oh, only 4. So very clean. This one we actually lost the most. I guess they had 2 priests here, so that's why. Events, we get more unrest. Thank you, Illwinter. Like, what the fuck is going on? It's the same event, too. Like, one second, we're gonna pause and look it up. Yeah, there's no reason, like... okay, I just looked it up. There's no, like, predecessor requirement or anything. It's just a common bad event. But, like, what the fuck? I've got so many of them. Here we finally get a decent event. Unrest went down. But man, every turn, and this is getting unrest, it doesn't seem like a big deal. It's a big deal early game when you can't patrol it out because you're busy doing other stuff. It, like, significantly affects your income. Like, where is it? This province. Yeah, like, this is 45, this should be 75, so we're losing, like, a third of the income a turn at least. Somebody probably actually knows the math. Did I start building a palisade anywhere? Because if I haven't, ooh, am I gonna be mad. What the fuck am I doing? How do I not have another fort under construction? Am I a casual player? I think I'm becoming one. Okay, so this is only cold 1, so actually I probably want to forward position these guys. I don't want my guys to kind of tank quite as much. I'll scoot everybody forward a little bit. Here we're site searching. I could move here and take this, but I kind of decided not to, because, I mean, honestly I could. Just as close to him as me. Me as him, but I told him I'd let him have it. That's me being too nice. We're gonna search. I do want him as an ally, though. I need to renew communications with Mandarbax too. I feel like these two are gonna get together and attack me. And I've started Diplo with this guy. Just this turn, because I mean, I've known he's been up here since he posted his start location, but I haven't felt like talking to him. But I think what I'm gonna tell him is like, hey, I'll give you these 2, and then I'm gonna take these 2. And then you can have this one. But really, they're both going to fight over this one. So he's in this army here. Yominam has got a Tyrant plus some free spawn that he's basically gotten, which is the Helot Warrior and Crossbowman. Now, if they run into... Let's say this is an army of Anakites. I'm pretty sure like 5 Anakites would murder the crap out of this. If this is Knights of the Chalice, and it's only like 5, which can expand, I'm less sure. Be more of a fight. Especially if that Tyrant gets in there and starts poking Knights of the Chalice. But those Anakites would just tear through this. Now he could do... I wonder, let's actually look, see what he... Maybe he hasn't really fully thought this through. Like, what is he going to actually expand with? Because he has to bless them. He could do an Earth Reader, but Earth Readers are naked. This is probably what he's doing. Or a Flagrant Priest. I think he's been doing this. He complained a little bit in the game chat about having his commanders getting popped. So it's probably these guys. These guys are awesome because they're one of the few units that are recruit anywhere and have unrest reduction. I mean, one of the few units in general with unrest reduction, but he's probably been using these. The Oni Shugo, yeah. So that's kind of a weakness. Like, I think as this nation, you would, especially if you want to have really crazy expansion, you would probably want to have an armored priest. I bet you he's hitting himself a little bit for that. Like, the Flagrant Priest is great, but like, and maybe you keep him just because he's so good for other things. And the healer's nice. The Aitz is nice. This guy might be a little redundant, though. I mean, it's a very good unit, but maybe it's a little redundant. Maybe you ditch him. I mean, the Earth Readers are pretty good, too. I'm not sure what I would give up, but I'm pretty sure it's been really affecting his expansion. And it'll affect his ability to raid. You know, like, he's planning on using Sacreds, but doesn't really have a great Sacred leader. Now, once he gets some research, it will probably change. Like, once he gets some research, he'll be able to use these guys, and he can do Iron Skin, and then they're not going to die. But the problem you get is that these guys Iron Skin, great. Well, if his guys are on hold and attack, that gives him fewer turns to buff. So he's probably going to want to do Blessing, Blessing, Iron Skin. Now, if he does that, like, he can be killed by arrows, he can be killed by flyers, before the attack really starts. You know why he probably got this guy? Probably for Holy 3. Because, like, he is going to have, like, massive amounts, of Sacreds everywhere, but he does not have a Holy 3. He doesn't have a super easy way to bless them, except with the Communion. Now, it doesn't take many, it just takes 5 of these guys to bless them, and you can get them anywhere. So, you know, he'll get it, but I think blessing his stuff is kind of an issue. Anyway, we're going to move here because I'm pretty sure there's going to be a fight. We'll either get to see this guy fight, or ideally both. Meanwhile, we're going to converge on the Cave Province, which we'll be running on here. I've changed my script. So cavemen are kind of scary. The thing is about cavemen provinces is the cavemen themselves, and there's a few provinces like this, like the Abyssian, like sometimes you'll see a province with Abyssians in it. The cavemen themselves are actually one of the harder indies to fight. Because they hit for like 30 damage, they have a fair amount of HP. It's hard to like not take some significant attrition versus a lot of cavemen. It's in a cave, so they have dark vision, so if you're going in with troops that don't have any kind of dark vision, you're in trouble. Fortunately for us, these guys have like perfect dark vision. Does it? Wait. Wait, the long dead have dark vision, but these guys don't? Holy shit, okay, that would be bad. I was assuming my Solus had perfect dark vision. That's actually significant. So they're gonna hit for shit. Anyway. We're gonna attack no matter what. But what we're doing to change it up is I'm trying to frighten them. The thing is, I've got enough chaff where, like, if I summon skeletons, they're just gonna sit in the back, really. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna have 2 guys spamming Frighten, and there's a good chance we can cause a morale check. It's a pretty long-range spell, range 50, area of effect 1, reasonably high precision. So there's a pretty good chance that, that we can get them to rout pretty quickly. Kill a few of them. So these guys have dark vision too, but it's only dark vision 50, which is the same. These guys have dark vision 50 too. Anyway. If I really have not started another fort... Oh no, we've got one here. Okay, so we're building a fort here. I've got some corpses, but I wanted to start at this... I think am I starting at this turn? Yeah, we're starting at this turn. So... this is a good province. Or no. Well, it's a safe province. It's close to my capital, so we're not going to be taking advantage... we're not going to be taking a lot of advantage of, like, full resource harvesting, because, like, ideally we'd do here, so we're not draining resources from my cap. But I could start building this turn. We'll build here eventually. These are better provinces to put forts in. If we end up fighting Nazmor, then we're definitely going to put forts here, but it'll probably be after we've conquered part of them. I think Nazmor's cap is here. I think it's here, 32. Yeah, this is definitely where it is. So, anyway, we can siege pretty quickly. I'm sure he's building a fort here. Yeah, we've got this guy going here to start building a fort. And we've got Thaumaturg production going on now. We've switched to getting some of the crossbowmen, because we're probably going to have to fight in some of the summer. Anyway. Okay, the thing we were going to check, so I think we've basically been through the turn. We've got recruitment going on here. Once I get probably like 20 of these Ice Guard, I'm going to switch to crossbowmen here, but that'll be a little bit of time. And then depending on what we're fighting, I might switch to Helot archers, who are just going to be cheap, very easy to spam archers. But I'm not sure. It's going to matter what we're fighting. I think that's it. We're going here. I have been told that the player with Movark Knights is here, so there's a chance we bump into Yis. If we do... If they've only got like 5, which is kind of typical, I think we have a decent chance at killing 5. Maybe we should position these guys a little farther forward. I really don't want them to get too overwhelmed here. So there's a chance we bump. Well, what are we doing here? We're searching, but I could get corpses. Oh, this is my profit too. Maybe we take this and just hold on to it. Because we could honestly we'll make corpses out of the trade. Or we could search. This is a wasteland, we're gonna search. Let him lose some troops. This, I think, would be a pretty easy expansion target. Yeah, we've got 2 turns of Solus production here. We're gonna have more here. You can see I've got a lot of provinces with 10 PD. If any province has decent base income, like these 2 have unrest, but they have really shitty base income, I don't really care about the unrest. But if they have decent base income, like this one, and high unrest, then I put 10 in, because it's just gonna get the unrest down a little faster. We're expanding here too. Now there's a chance I bump with Nesmore, so we'll see. Anyway. I've been given this by Manderback, so anyway, we'll go ahead and take this. But expansion is basically over. We've got 2 provinces left to take here. 2. Yeah, this is 2 from his cap circle. I do want to kind of ping this and see what they've got here at some point. Do we have any things that can ping? Not really. I could do it with the commander. I don't really want to do it with the scout or something later. So I think that's it. Yeah, we're not building a temple here. This one's going to be a lab-only fort. We're probably going to do a temple here. This is going to be another... one of the things we're doing, we're moving this scout up. Next turn, we're going to start building a palisade here. And I'll see how Diplo with this guy goes. Yeah, here's his capital, Feydad. So... yeah. I think that's it. Research, here's my research priority. We're going construction 4 for now, which is a little greedy. It's a little greedy. But if, honestly, getting construction 2, and then getting some, already got 1 fire income, which is going to be enough to give me a few Just Man's crosses, and that could be the difference between kind of winning my first couple matches or losing them. Especially if there's, like, Lemurian consoles running around. Or Onishugo or whatever. So. And I can move those through the lab system to get them wherever I need them. And even just, like, you know, putting it on an indie commander. He can kill, you know, an undead or a demon with it. So I think that's it. Thank you all for watching. I hope y'all are enjoying this. I'm having fun so far. I'm actually kind of impressed I'm this big. Like, we're 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. We're already 16. We're probably going to be 18 by the time... No, we're probably going to be 19 by the time we're done. That'll probably land us in, like, the top 3 or 4 for biggest nations. And I don't know how the fuck we're that big. Because we, like, very quickly ran into some people. And didn't even get a good expander unit really in our starting army, and we had to do it through Reanimate Undead, which is like not ideal. So yeah. Oh, recruitment. We're getting high Maguses. So anyway, we've got one coming out this turn. Next turn we'll probably get an Eagle King, and this is really to site search. I'm also probably going to get a Nahuli to start site searching too. I'm not sure when, but it'll probably be in this fort, and then we'll site search here, and then fly around and do all the forests. And then we'll do all the swamps, and then, yeah. Nature is not as much of a priority to site search. I want some income. The real priority, though, is going to be fire. I need fire gems early. So, yeah. But I've got a lot I need to research. We really need forts, so yeah. I think I can only make 1 Eagle King. The thing is, these guys are slow to recruit, so making them kind of sucks. So I'm going to do one of these, and then I think that I hope I get... I've already gotten kind of lucky on gem income. Like, we've already gotten a trickle in some of the things. Like, Earth, we already got a trickle. Air, we got a trickle. Fire, we got a trickle. And that trickle goes kind of a long way to getting a couple good items early. So site searching isn't as critical. I think in my test games, I was making like 2 Eagle Kings right around this time. Well, I mean, like at the start of year 1, I would start up 2 Eagle Kings. But I think we're only going to do 1, and then we'll probably go back to thaumaturgs everywhere. And then what I think I want to do is like, this is a temple lab fort. This will probably be just a lab fort. And then this one, where we're going to start next turn. We might start next turn. This will be probably a temple lab. Yeah. Yeah. Here we'll probably make Scrotty. Here we're probably going to make site searchers. And then these two we're going to make thaumaturgs. And then I'm going to decide based on how things are going whether I want to research or whether I want to make undead. So that's going to be a trade-off for me that it's going to exist for the rest of the game. Because my main researchers are going to be thaumaturgs, which they also can reanimate undead. Okay. Maybe I go there this turn? No, I don't think we will. Okay, anyway guys, thank y'all for watching. See y'all next time.